From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Cooler air moving in during the early morning. Before then, showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder for the next few hours. And spotty locations will go from the 60s down to the 40s by daybreak here for a large number of us. Maybe some lower 50s mixed in over North Alabama. Clouds hang around for a large part of the day tomorrow, and it's going to be a wide temperature range across our small viewing area. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Showers and any remaining thunder showers tapering off the next few hours. Cooler air moving in. Can't rule out a lingering spotty sprinkler or light shower into daybreak. Morning lows over southern middle Tennessee, mid to upper 40s. Maybe a few isolated lower 40s up here in the Highway 412 corridor of southern middle Tennessee. You get down into North Alabama, and we're talking about upper 40s and lower 50s for morning lows. And then we have this really tight temperature gradient near the boundary that's going to set up right across either the state line or the Highway 72 corridor, North Alabama. North of the boundary in southern middle Tennessee, I'm pretty confident we're going to be stuck into the 50s for daytime highs for our Friday. Now, north of Highway 64, it may just be the lower 50s for highs, and then Highway 64 to the state line, you talk about mid to upper 50s. Near the Shoals on Highway 72, Lauderdale, Limestone counties, right around roughly 60, give or take a degree or two. South of the Tennessee River, likely between 65 and 70 for daytime highs. So a really tight gradient over this small area, which makes it impossible for me to use one number for everybody. So the 60 that you're going to see on the 7-day, that's just a midpoint. That's the middle of all of the viewing area. There's going to be that big gradient as we head into tomorrow. Now the front starts to lift north overnight, and then going into Saturday here as warmer air takes over. So we're talking about 70s for highs on Saturday, maybe mid-70s for everybody. Partly sunny, warm, and windy here. Showers and thunderstorms by the evening and the overnight with the cold front. Not expecting severe weather, but we do turn toward cooler air as we head into Sunday and then next week. And that frontal boundary is going to be important for next week as well. So our big range in temperatures tomorrow. Don't let the 60 fool you into thinking everybody's going to be 60. That's the midpoint. It's going to range from the lower 50s near Columbia, Tennessee, to the mid to upper 60s near Decatur, Alabama, and south of there toward Hartselle. So big range across the area. Everybody in the mid 70s for Saturday, then everybody back to cooler air headed in early next week. No below freezing temperatures involved with this, so we're not talking about wintry weather, but we will get back to cooler temperatures, especially cooler than we have been this week. So the frontal boundary still playing a big part in the forecast for next week as it waffles around north to south. Multiple disturbances riding along it. That will get multiple rounds of heavy rainfall next week, starting as early as after midnight Monday night into Tuesday, and then multiple rounds all the way into the end of the week. As a baseline minimum, a widespread 2 to 4 inches for everybody, but there will be multiple locations across the area by the end of next week that have higher totals than that. So once we start adding this rain up going to the second half of next week, flooding and flash flooding issues will start to increase. We'll have to watch that very carefully, especially as we head toward the second half of next week and the rain starts adding up on itself. So showers, maybe a rumble of thunder for the next couple hours. Showers becoming much more spotty toward daybreak as the cooler air moves in. And then again, like we talked about, that big range in temperatures for tomorrow. The farther north you are in the viewing area, closer to Columbia and Hohenwald and Lewisburg and Chapel Hill, the lower into the 50s you are. The Tennessee-Alabama state line in about 10 miles north and south of that, near 60 degrees, and then not too far from 70 once you get down toward places like Phil Campbell, over toward Hartselle and places like that. So a big range tomorrow. Everybody into the 70s, mid 70s for Saturday, and then the cooler air moves in after some Saturday night thunder showers. Not expecting severe weather. Rainfall for a large part of next week, not non-stop all next week, but multiple rounds off and on of heavy rainfall that may start to introduce some flooding problems to the area. There's your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Luna is in the Weather Center tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. with your Wake Up Weather forecast.